Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bernardo from the BTNHD, and today guys I'm going to show you how to install and configure an NDES. Now NDES stands for Network Device Enrollment Service. Now this is actually my first time that I did it for a client, and what I know so far is that this used to be called MSCEP, which was actually an add-on for Server 2003, and in Server 2008 it was renamed to NDES. It's actually a role service that runs on the certificate service server side and is used to create registration authority, which is RA for short, that can be issued certificates from your PKI infrastructure to network devices such as routers, firewalls, and switches. So I am doing this on a Server 2012 standard free version. And I open up my server manager. Let's go to manage, and we're going to go to add roles and features. Click next. Next here, select your server, which is going to be default. It's going to be selected, the one that you're running this. Click next, and you want to click on Active Directory Certificates and Services. Add all the roles and features, and we're going to click on next. You don't need any specialized features when you get to this part, so you could just hit next on here. And on the ADCS, click on next. And now the roles. Now the roles that you guys need to install are the following. You're going to need certification authority, which is selected by default. And you're also going to need network device enrollment services. Now with these services, you got a bunch of web server IIS stuff, so just make sure you add all those features. We're going to click on next. Now, before we even continue, we need to add or create a user account just for our NDES. Now, this is basically a domain user that's going to have access to the IIS user account. So I'm going to go into my Active Directory, and I am going to right click on my domain, and I'm going to go to find, and I want to locate IIS underscore users, I believe it's called. iUser, I think that's what's called. Let's find now. There it goes. I already created an account, and it's actually called BTNHD NDES. Check names. Okay, awesome. This is the account that I'm going to be using pretty soon, which I'm going to show you guys, so do not worry. So let's press OK. Close that. I'm going to close my Active Directory, and we're going to hit install. Okay, so the installation has succeeded with no problem. There is configuration required, so let's click Configure Active Directory Certificate Services on the destination server, which is the server that I'm using right now. You're going to get this nice little ADCS configuration dialog box. From here, we want to click on Next. Now, the option that you want to pick is Network Device Enrollment Services. If you click on that and you click on Next, you're going to get an error. And I'm going to show you where the error lies. So, remember that account that we created? So, we're going to go in here, and we are going to use that account. So, this is the account, NDES. And this is the password. See if I remember the password. Type that again just to make sure. There you go. Press OK. It went through with no problem. Awesome. Click on next. And now the CA name, computer name. Where is your certificate authority server? I don't have one. So that was the problem there. So I need to go back and I need to create a certification authority server for this to work. So before you even create your NDES service, you need to have a certification authority. I didn't know that in the beginning, but I'm going to show you guys what I did, get it up and running. Clicked on next. I use the Enterprise CA for now. Root CA, which is the default. I'm going to be creating a new private key. I'm not going to be using an existing one because this is a brand new certification authority server. Click on next. I'm going to use the default the crypto provider and the key length. Click on next and leave all this information as is, and we're going to click on next. And it's up to you how many years you want. I left it as default, so I'm going to click on next on that. This is the certification database location as well as the logs. I would recommend changing it maybe to a partition. Click on next on that, and we're going to configure. Now, configuration on the certificate authority is real seamless, it's real fast, it's real quick. Once you click on close, what's going to happen is you're going to get the ADCS configuration. Now, if you already had your CA server or services already within the server, or you had another machine on your network that's the certificate authority server, you shouldn't have to do this. All you have to do is follow the prompts, enter the CA name, and continue. But I didn't have it, so I'm going to say, yeah, I do need to continue additional rows. So we're going to click on next. That's when you pick your network device environment services. Click on next. We're going to select our user account that we created earlier, because this account is going to be the account that's going to be running all the NDES stuff. Got to make sure we entering the correct password. If you do, this should shade in with no problem. Click on next, and now it looks a little different, right? So we need to enter our information. So it's info@BJTechNews.org. Company is BTNHD Productions. Make sure you spell stuff right. Department is the IT department. City is New York and New York. There we go. We're going to click on next. I left everything as is. If you want, you could pick something else. If you guys recommend something, hey, leave it at the bottom of the comment section. I'm always willing to learn from you guys. I clicked on next. It gives you a run through, the confirmation of what's going to be happening, and we're going to hit configure. And again, this process is really seamless. And once this is done, we're almost done. Okay, so the process of installing the services of network device environment services has finished completely. There's one step that we need to do. We can actually close this up. And I am going to go into tools, and we need to open up our certificate authority management console. So I believe it's right here. So let's click on that. Let's open this up, expand that. We want to get into our server node, expand that. We want to get into the certificate templates node. We want to right click on the node, go to manage, and once you get to manage, you're going to get all the nice beautiful templates. Now the one that we need to modify and make modifications is the IPsec or IP security offline request. So we need to right click on that, and we go to properties, and we need to go to the security tab, and within the security tab you need to give the certain user account access, which is the NDES account that we created. So I'm going to go BTNHD. Most likely this is something different that you renamed it. We're going to press OK. Now we only going to give it enrolled. That's the only access that we're giving this particular account. We're pressing OK, and that's it, guys. That's it for now. There's a couple of things I can show you later on, like I think the NDES disabled password requirements, which is a problem as well. There's another issue about renewing certificates with the NDES, more password options and all that good stuff. But hopefully you guys enjoy. Leave comments right below if you have best practices, or if you dealt with this on your infrastructure, in your network. Hey, let me know. I want to know what you've done so I can better my skills. And don't forget about hitting that like button. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.